Hello Bournemouth fans, a short reaction video coming your way. AFC Bournemouth have been drawn on the road against Yeovil in the FA Cup third round. Talking about away days, who better to have on the channel than Steve Hensman, Mr. Away Day. How you doing, Steve?
Not too bad, mate. I'm very good.
It's been a while. It's nice to have you in a calm environment actually, instead of live streaming inside a football stadium.
I know it's a bit hectic. I mean, Fulham, I had to really try and find an area of that ground where I could get some sort of quiet going on, because it was just, it's a neutral stand. I don't know if you're aware of it, but it's mixing the home and away fans in there, so it's really noisy. So yeah, it's nice to talk to you on a nice, quiet, calm Monday morning, Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning, and the draw was on Monday evening. Let's take a look at it. AFC Bournemouth will take on Yeovil Town in the FA Cup third round. Scott Parker's side will make the trip to Hewish Park between the 7th and the 10th of January 2022. The Glovers, managed by Darren Searle, have beaten Stevenage, Yeovil Town and Weymouth to reach the third round. The National League side have former Cherries Academy players Matt Worthington and Joe Quigley in their squad. So, and it's interesting, Steve, it's not many matches that we go to a stadium that's got a smaller capacity than us, only 9,565.
Yeah, I know. It's makes a change, doesn't it? We're usually the minnows, but yeah, I'm glad you can pronounce it as well. I can never pronounce Hewish Park or I can never say it.
Hewish, I think.
Hewish, yeah, right. But yeah, I've been there once before. It's a tight little ground. It's no frills at all, but it's it's perfect for a club the size of Yeovil, who unfortunately are languishing a bit far down the leagues these days. Last time we were playing them, we were competing with them in the Championship, I seem to recall. They went up from League One with us. So yeah, nice little place to go. But yeah, I think it'll be unfortunate. You talk about having away days. This is one that I can't make, actually. So,
oh no!
you'll have to get another roving reporter from Hewish Park or whatever it's called.
But if you are local to Bournemouth, it is just a short journey into Somerset. And as I said, there's two stands either side of the goal that are terraced and one is not covered. So if it's a wet day, take an umbrella or something with you. But as Steve said there, Yeovil Town are currently 11th in the National League. They're in pretty good form at the moment, Steve. 4 wins in 5. This game is a month away though, and potentially it is the FA Cup, and we are probably going to take a weaker side, we'd assume. We're going to have a look at potential players that might play in that game very soon.
Yeah, I'd imagine it'd be all the fringe players, academy players, the usual sort of thing. You don't know how Scott's going to look at this, whether it's going to be a bit of a distraction to him or whether it's going to be something he wants to aim at. I mean, all the fans love a bit of a cup run, don't they? But whether it's a distraction when we're going for promotion, I'm pretty sure Scott will look at it as a chance to get some of those squad members and give them a run out, really.
Yeah, I was looking at it earlier on, actually, that we've had 3 exits in the third round in the last 5 years. We got to the quarters last year. We lost to Southampton, didn't we? But I was thinking whether we actually need it. We know that it's very important this season that we try and do well and try and get back into the Premier League. But it's a difficult one. Once that whistle goes on the day, you're going to want to win the match and breathe more confidence and winning mentality back into the squad, whoever plays.
Yeah, I mean, those, like I've just said, it will be fringe players and academy players that will start that game. I've no doubt about that. There may be the odd senior member in there, but for the most part, there'll be players who'll be wanting to prove a point. They'll be wanting to get in part of this squad for the promotion and prove their worth to Parker. So it's an opportunity for these players, no doubt. But yeah, I don't think it's really Scott's main focus at this moment in time. So if if we go out, we go out. If we go through, I think it's neither here nor there to him.
Should we take a look then at potentially who could play in this fixture? We've done a little predicted 11. It is a month away. All things can change. But what me and Steve have gone for is this team lineup on the Build Lineup app. And it is Will Dennis in goal, Brennan Camp right back, Ibsen Rossi, Chris Mepham centre back, Robbie Brady left back, Ben Pearson to give a little bit of experience, Marcondes and Stanislas in the middle. Lowe, Rodgers and Sadie up top. There's a bit of nice balance there, a bit of youth, a bit of experience, but also an opportunity for Scott Parker to get some game time into players that have had a lot of time sitting on the bench.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the likes of, well, I mean, we're guessing that Stanislas is going to be fit by then. We never really know with Stan, do we? No. So one minute he's fit, and next minute he's not. He's tripped over a blade of grass and broke his toenail again. But yeah, the likes of sort of like Robbie Brady, obviously he hasn't been in any squad. Well, he played the other day, but that was the first time. Came on at the end of the Fulham game, but he needs game time, definitely. Mepham's been getting a bit of game time, so he should be okay. Ibsen Rossi hasn't played since the beginning of the season, really. I know he came on final shakes of the dice in what game was it? A couple of weeks back, but apart from that, he hasn't really featured since the beginning of the year. Brendan Camp probably hasn't played since the nightmare at Norwich, I think it was. Will Dennis won't have had any time at all. So yeah, and then you got likes of Pearson, Mokonde, Stanislas. They're all sort of weirdly, they're all fringe players now, which is weird to say because likes of Pearson was fundamental last season. And then you got Rodgers, Lowe, and Sadie. Well, Sadie hasn't had any game time since I think. Christ, when was that? Milton Keynes Dons.
Yeah.
And Rodgers, I think needs a really good game. He hasn't really set the world on fire. He's sort of flat to deceive a lot of the time. I always think he's trying too hard, almost, when he has his moments. But it'd be good to see him get a whole game because I don't think he's had a start since Peterborough. I'm gonna say, yeah. And I mean, we've seen Jamal Lowe. Jamal Lowe's, he's put some good performances in for us. But unfortunately, when we've got the likes of Christie and Solanke up top, he doesn't get much game time either. So it'd be a good chance for all these guys to show Scotty what they're all about.
Yeah, and some significant changes there, but still a pretty decent squad to take on a National League side. I said it's the FA Cup, but opportunities for Rodgers, I'm not sure yet, but I think we have to give Rodgers the chance. He hasn't really had the chance. But yeah, an interesting side. That's what we've gone for then. We'd like to know what other players you would consider for this game. Let us know in the comments. Head-to-heads with Yeovil are pretty much on our side, Steve. We haven't lost since December 2007. I think we've won 8, 3 draws, and like you said, in our first championship season, we did compete with them. I remember the 1-1 away draw. I wasn't there, I was working, but and we won at home as well. But it's been a while since we played them, and it is going to be the FA Cup. And I mean, an early score prediction, would you throw in there at this stage?
Oh, well, I know it's, you've always got the fairy tale of the cup and all that, and there's upsets aplenty, but I really don't see us tripping up on this one at all. I think this should be, whatever team we put out there should be quite comprehensive. So I'm going to go early score prediction. I reckon they might nick one, but I'm going to go for a Cherries Red Army famous 3-1. And I don't usually do that. Yeah,
it might come in. I'm going to match that, actually. It might come in for a change. I don't see it coming in before then. And ticket prices, I assume they'll be sort of nicely balanced. It should be a good price for this game, would you expect?
Yeah, I would have thought so. I've got no idea what sort of ticket prices in the National League are like, but you would have liked to think it's a reasonable one. I've got no idea. What was it, 20 quid? I don't know. 15, 20 quid? Be
interesting. Check out the main AFC Bournemouth club website. Follow them on Twitter as well. But it is the James HAYTER derby. We're going to look forward to it in a month's time. A lot of games to come before then. I've got you on the channel. 3 games, just before and after Christmas. 9 points potentially we could take from Blackburn, Middlesbrough, and QPR. How are you feeling about those 3 games, Steve?
Well, my thoughts. I said it before on the last show. I'm quite nervy at the minute because I'm seeing a bit of a trend forming in our performances, and it's something that we were warned about by Fulham fans. And I think we need to get out of this mindset of taking an early lead and sitting on it. I just think it's a mad way to go about trying to win games, but Yeah, we seem to have lost our enthusiastic press, as I like to call it. When we were earlier on in the season, we were pressing teams, constantly all game, or for at least sort of good 70 minutes of that game, and we don't seem to have done that of late. So that's my little concern. But they're all winnable games, absolutely. Blackburn, we have to watch out for. What's his name? Diaz.
Ben Brereton Diaz.
Yeah, the Chilean Lancastrian or whatever he is. So he's up there with Dom, I think, this season with goals. So we're gonna have to be mindful of him.
Middlesbrough have got Chris Wilder in control now.
Well, yeah, and they're a big team. They can come up trumps against some. They're one of those teams, aren't they? That sort of one week they'll lose to Hull 3-0, and the next week they'll beat West Brom 2-1 or something like that. So, we can't say that's a shoe-in. That's going to be a difficult game up there. And then we got QPR. I mean, they tripped up the other night, didn't they? But
Stoke, yeah.
Yeah, but been going great guns prior to that. So they're three wary games. They're not easy ones. But this is a championship, isn't it? Like, we could probably say it's about every team in the championship. They could all trip us up.
Brilliant. Well, it's been great to have you on again, Steve. We'll have you on many more for this extra little video for the FA Cup. Cheers.
No worries, mate. Good to see you.
Please make sure
nice tree hat, by the way.
Absolutely. It's perfectly balanced. Thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe and like. We have got a match preview coming your way very, very soon. So make sure you hit the notification bell. That is for Blackburn. But until the next video, from me and Steve, we'll see you soon. Up the cherries.
Up the cherries.